everyone, Christian here for Card Player TV for another edition of All In Box. Today I'm here talking with Jason Mercier. How are you?
I'm just fine.
All right, first question. Tim writes, can you talk about your rise up the tournament stakes and what roadblocks you encountered?
Well, I wasn't really into tournaments. I was playing cash for a while, and I started playing tournaments like in 2008, and I won like the second one I ever played. So I had like an insta bankroll, and then yeah, so I never really had to like climb up. Yeah, I never really grinded tourneys. I grinded cash for a long time. But yeah, I mean, obviously there's tons of variants, tons of you have to be able to deal with downswings in tournaments, and the variance is pretty brutal sometimes.
Definitely. That brings me to my next question. Josh from California writes, Jason, even though it seems like you're always cashing, what's the longest you've ever gone without making decent money, and how did you handle the downswing?
Well, I mean, luckily I haven't had any like huge downswings in the live tournament circuit in the last 2 years. I've gone like, you know, during the back half of the series I went 20 straight events without cashing, which is, you know, it's hard to deal with, and as long as you feel like you're playing well, you know, you feel like you're going to make money eventually. So if you're not like at risk of going broke or anything, then you know, usually
just try and play through it.
Yeah, you just try to play through it and you know, muscle the storm.
Did it rattle your confidence at all?
For a little bit, maybe. I mean, after the main event, you know, I was pretty upset. I felt like I didn't play well. You know, it was like the 21st straight tournament that I didn't cash in, and you know, although I had won a bracelet, you know, that was 25 tournaments ago or whatever it was. So yeah, you know, I was pretty upset, but you know, went home, took a couple months off, and then like the next live tournament I played, I got second. So yeah, you know, you always have to bounce back and try to make the best of things.
So Josh is right, you're basically always cashing.
Yeah.
All right, last question. Dan writes, what should I do if I see my opponent's cards? I'm not trying to see them, but if they're being careless, it's their own fault, right? Should I say something, or should I take advantage of every edge I can get? What's your opinion on that?
You know, I've actually had this discussion with some of my friends. I personally tell the person if I can see their cards. I mean, I don't even try and look or anything, but, you know, I've had situations back, like, when I was, like, 18, I remember seeing somebody's cards, and I played the hand and, like, got all in versus the guy because I knew that I had the best hand in a spot where I would fold, and then they, like, get there and suck out, and I'm just like, oh, my God, you know, I should just tell them. And I think it's, like, actually kind of, like, karma, you know, whatever. I mean, not necessarily karma, but what everyone thinks is karma, you know, that type of thing. So, yeah, I generally just tell the person and try to do the right thing.
It's interesting. It's a hard question because, you know, you've always heard the saying Doyle Brunson would take money from his grandmother. So, like, what kind of, I mean, this is an edge, but, I mean, at the same time, it's not like in the rules you're not supposed to see the other person's cards. So is that why you kind of feel like okay about telling them? I
mean, I was taught not to cheat, you know, like, you're not, just because it's an edge, you know, if you're cheating technically, doesn't mean that you should do it or that it's right. You know, it's like, it's the same thing as like multi-accounting online. Like, you're not supposed to do it. It's against the rules. I mean, I guess it's not against the rules to, if they're showing you, but I mean, you're not supposed to look at someone else's cards. So, yeah, you know, I generally wouldn't do it and tell the person.
You're a nice guy.
Somewhat.
Thanks so much. Christian Arnett with Jason Mercier for Card Player TV.